It can't fail.
But 1 in a million chances. Actually, 1 in a million chances do tend to pop up 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. Radio. Well, that was easy.
One more. I gotta hurry up.
Sonic!
I was totally anticipating there being a little bit more of a thing inside there.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know. You're not fast enough, so I found it for you.
Are you saying that Sonic is too slow?
Go ahead and beat that giant.
First, let's hug.
Don't you dare lose it.
Now why would I want to disappoint you?
I remember that time in the Sonic Unleashed opening was Robotnik actually beat Super Sonic. That was pretty good.
Oh. Sage's.
Sage is happy with her father.
Aww. So,
Oh, he's got a gun!
wow. Supreme. You show promise, but promise won't save you from what comes next. It's, not much of a sort of a... They're not really beating around the bush here, are they? It's like, here's a final boss. Okay, go.
Okay.
Sure. I don't really know what's happening here, but... We need to get more rings.
He keeps hitting me. It's not fair. Okay.
Can you... Well... Try countering stuff.
I am trying, yes. Okay.
You know, he reminds me of? He reminds me of, oh god, is it Monsoon from Metal Gear Rising?
I've never played Metal Gear Rising.
You've never played Metal Gear Rising?
Dude, I played that one time when you put me on the max difficulty immediately when I started playing.
Oh,
I had to fight the dog.
I thought you'd be good at it.
I beat the dog.
Oh, well, there you go. I think we should play. Okay, fine. This may be something that we do. So. Left hand rule.
We can do Metal Gear Rising at some point for sure.
The last good Metal Gear game. Sorry, the last consistently good Metal Gear game.
I see. So I don't know, like, what I'm doing, right, is when he does the spin attack, I'm pressing the parry button.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to...
But I'm not damaging him anymore, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and then he just does this. Like,
Yeah.
is this in response to you somehow screwing up, or...
I don't know.
Do we have to destroy these... without dying?
Yeah, I don't really understand what it's like to do it.
Can't generate rings, can we?
I don't think so. I'm trying.
That seems like... Oh.
I don't know what it wants me to do, like... I'm trying to parry the attack into him, I guess? But it just fires off in a random direction.
Well, I think we need to go into this with more rings. That's for sure.
Ah!
So I died.
Yes, game, I am trying to parry, right?
But what do we have to parry?
Yeah. It's very, very unclear what you want us to do.
It's easy. Parry the Titan's attack. It's like, yes, but which one? Oh, we only have 99... Oh, no. Is there any way that we can...
I'm so confused.
So if you hold the parry attack for that, does that not do anything?
No, like, so for example, he's going to counterattack you. I'm holding parry. And it just
then
doesn't do anything.
This thing.
And this happens. Alright. Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, what if we destroy the individual turrets first?
Alright, let's try. I can't.
But you're not homing on them?
No, as in, what happens is I try to home in on them, the boss shows up, so I home in on the boss instead.
Right.
And the game's lock-on system isn't great, so...
So if we try and say...
Yeah.
Alright, well, that was me
not parrying, right?
So So actually, the parrying that attack is what we are meant to do, even though it looks like we're kind of screwing up.
Yeah.
And just right. So that. No. Oh, it's all practice.
Okay, yeah. That's fine, boss. I understand you're in rage mode now. That's very nice.
You do realise it's going to be a second phase.
Probably, yeah.
There's absolutely going to be a second phase. I mean, this is just a container. This is the Tupperware container at the back of the fridge. What we need to do is we need to fight the mouldy old thing that's in the background. Inside the tub.
My suspicion is that what's actually happening is when he goes for this. No. When he goes for that, there are actually two parry windows, but the second one is so fast that you can't parry it fast enough.
What do you reckon the second? Oh, what you mean as in...
So he does the swipe,
Yeah.
and then there's a brief moment where I can see an attack window.
Right.
Like, it's only, maybe a frame or two that I can see it. And I imagine what's meant to happen is that you're meant to parry the attack there. So let's see. Parry up. No, just didn't work. Which I'm fine with because it doesn't really change anything. Because I'll just remove another health bar. So put parry up. Yeah, so that second attack he does where he claps you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I am wondering what happens if I just stand at range and then shoot it. But
Run at rings.
yeah, probably. It's mainly like that first attempt. We got him down to 1/8 of his health,
Yeah.
and just stopped losing health when I hit him. I didn't understand what was happening. You fuck off, Supreme! I don't know why I just did.
Oh, okay, while shooting something, that certainly seems to work. Oh, right, yeah, I see.
And I wonder if that's meant to be how you kill him as well.
Don't even. Get in there.
Yeah, I'm near 90% sure at this point that's what you're meant to do to beat him. But I don't know how you do it. Because now he doesn't lose health anymore. So it must be a cutscene kill. But I can't push the buttons fast enough. Like, it's not possible. So I don't understand. Oh, hold on. He's pulling the gun.
What's it mean? Do we just survive? Oh. Oh man, please tell me this is... Oh, come on, come on.
Yes!
Oh,
What the hell was the trigger for that? I don't know. But we win, I guess.
Sonic Frontiers, the end.
Well, presumably there's also the super final race, right?
I mean, this is definitely just phase 1 because it's definitely... Whenever it was locked inside there...
It's gonna break free and then be like... Blah, blah, blah.
To be like, this is the Dark Fouls reference. So that, you know, the landscape entirely made out of corpses. Actually, yes. What if it turns out that it's literally Dark Fouls?
Oh god.
Dark Fouls, who will bring, yes, in the wider Sega
it?
multiverse.
All we did was chase it out of its shell. It's retreating into space to regain its true form. Even Supersonic won't be able to stop it. I know what I must do. I must leave you.
I understand. Go. Fulfill your function.
Oh.
Hurry, before it regains its full strength.
Alright.
Ladies first.
Oh wait, do we get to pilot the robots?
I don't know.
Or do we just team up with
We
Sega?
just team up with the robot to fight the bio lizard.
Be careful, dear.
Oh.
I think the plot and the interactions between the characters has definitely been the best thing about,
Yeah, it's been a real highlight of this game.
considering that sort of pretty much everything else is kind of like taken from elsewhere.
Yeah.
The
The end.
Oh,
He took your home world. He took your lives. Are you going to let him do it all over again? I need your help. We can end this. Please.
are you saying that you want me to lend you their energy?
Yes.
So is this the evil thing? Is it the...
Aha, we win.
Now or never.
Toss him! It's an evil moon.
Aura 2? Or Profound Darkness? Is that what happens if you miss it?
I don't know.
And then Supersonic went on the wrong trajectory into space forever. The end. Okay, so is the evil thing the moon, or is the evil thing inside the moon?
Sage, no!
Stage died.
Please
Ultra combo.
look after Father.
Robotic is going to be a real pissed.
Should have backed up the data beforehand.
I know, right?
Next time I get a notification Windows restore and back up, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, same. It could have my daughter on that hard drive.
Woohoo! Yes!
All right.
Of course, Knuckles in with the fist bump. Oh. Oh.
Well, it's back to taking over the world for me. So that was Sonic Frontiers.
There's a lot to unpack with this game.
Yeah.
I thought the character work between the characters was outstanding.
Yeah, the writing and the interactions has been. Oh dear, what a sad song.
Yeah, so the character interaction, the writing of the characters, outstanding. It's probably the best characterized any of them have been.
In a very, very long time, if ever.
If ever, right? The plot doesn't really make sense, if I'm honest.
On the other hand, I mean, it's possible that we have just missed out a whole load of stuff that was only expounded on in the Egg Memos.
Yes, but
I know. The fact that that's only they're only accessible by fishing, which is very easy to miss. As evidenced by the fact we managed to miss it until last week.
Until last week, yeah.
There were also a lot of Sage interactions that we also missed, I think.
Yes, but like, how many of them would have just been Sage being mysterious?
That's true.
And the motivation of what the bad guy wanted, or like how, or anything about that really.
It's really just Mr. Shadow from the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an evil sort of planet thing from space. It's just an evil thing.
The gameplay, open world, very, very good. I had good times in it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it ever really sort of like changed up a huge amount.
No,
like even by the very end, it kind of felt like we were seeing like the same kind of like things spread about.
Yeah, so I think the movement in the open world feels very, very good. I think the combat is basically a nothing. I didn't really enjoy it, but I can't say I hated doing the combat very much.
It was undemanding, but kind of satisfying.
Yeah.
Kind of easy to scratch-ish.
Apart from parrying being like super weird a huge amount of time.
Yeah, it just seems sort of a bit pointless, really.
Yeah. It seems like such a tacked on mechanic.
Yeah.
Cyberspace, I can't say that it is anything but like pretty disappointing.
Because it's basically just levels taken from
it's levels taken from older games.
Yeah.
That were done better in generations, like 90% of the time.
With better mechanics.
With like much better controls and mechanics.
And why they didn't vary up the backgrounds and the art style in the cyberspace levels, I think is pretty disappointing. Like I could only see Sky Sanctuary and Green Hill, so many times.
Before being like, oh Jesus Christ, again.
Yeah.
So
I think we may have had like 4 variations. We had cities, chemical plants, Sky Sanctuary, and Green Hill.
Yep, and that's it.
Yeah, and that was it.
And it's a bit like so this permeates across the game, right? Where we just didn't really see very new environments or architecture or anything like that through the game.
The bosses all kind of look the same.
And the bosses all kind of look the same as well, yeah?
Yeah. So even by the very end, I mean, it did kind of feel like we were just sort of like, it's just more the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, honestly, like, you could have skipped out, like, probably, the good, like, central 2 quarters of our playthrough, gone straight from the beginning to here, and you probably think, like, this is pretty much the same.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
No difference.
I don't think anything would have been lost apart from the character stuff that we already said was good.
Yeah.
It's not bad by any means as a game.
No. I mean, for a game which reportedly didn't have that many people working on it, I think it's it is perfectly serviceable.
It's probably the best Sonic entry since Generations, if I'm honest. Not counting Mania, because that's just...
Yeah, well, it's a different kettle of fish.
Yeah,
2D and 3D are different.
It's definitely the best 3D since Generations. Like, it blows Lost World out. Like, it beats Lost World pretty handily. It blows Forces out the water.
I like it even pretend Boom exists.
Oh, Boom's not a game. Everyone knows it's not a game. Oh, hello.
Oh. Armed with this knowledge about these mysterious alien predecessors on our world, what will we do now?
Fun?
We didn't get to do anything.
It's time we got moving. I know you all have big plans.
Standing right behind.
You're gonna hardly recognize me when we see each other again.
I wonder if Cream and Sticks are free. Make a road trip out of it.
It'll be good to get back to my island. At least for a while.
Your island?
Wasting
I'm
daylight.
pretty sure actually
Let's
it's probably
go.
some aliens island actually.
We...
Fell off. Sonic really doesn't seem that bothered that Sage is dead. Like at all.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem to care. So yeah, like, probably the best 3D since Generations. I think Generations is still the standard for 3D games, to me at least.
I think Generations had a very, very clear idea of what it wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it succeeded in that. It's very, very pure. It's very, laser focused in its goals and the way it goes about it. I think with Frontiers, I think as with any other open world game, it can just feel like a bit of a hodgepodge of ideas.
Yeah, I agree.
Literally a sandbox where people will create these islands. And let's be fair. I mean, a lot of open world games they all also look pretty similar, just like the art style. I wouldn't say I don't quite know about the art style sort of fitting the world of Sonic.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like I think it could have been a little bit more cartoony, a little bit more sort of stylized, a bit more sort of bright colours and stuff.
So,
It didn't really feel like a lot of the structures in the open world segments didn't really feel like they feel like they had been pulled there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get what you
sort
mean.
of blend into the landscape. And I would easily have taken something which was much more crafted rather than generated. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand exactly what you mean. And I think that the cyberspace levels betray that kind of lack of focus or the idea of just dumping things down.
Yeah.
Because they just seem to exist because they needed something to go there. And they feel so disconnected from the rest of the game in a lot of ways.
Even if there's a reason for them being there in the story, which only seems to be hinted at perhaps in the egg memos.
Yeah, and I think that they could have been... I think a version of this game I think I would prefer is just don't have cyberspace at all, which is bizarre because when I first saw the game I was like, oh, the cyberspace levels look like they're amazing. Now I'm like...
How do you feel like, would you prefer them a lot more if they had Generations?
Yeah, I think I would have a lot more fun if they had Generations controls, but equally I think that they still don't fit. They would work in their own game.
They are.
And there are some levels which I think are unique and have
This is
unique
part
ideas.
of Generations spliced into Frontiers.
And I think that if you'd made the islands denser, with more of the cool bouncy around things that they had along the islands, maybe had like very, very challenging ones, be the way that you get vault keys or whatever.
Or even turning the islands, even making them perhaps less open, but sort of basically turning them into one giant Sonic sprawling 3D or 2D Sonic level.
I get what you mean. So I like, for example, when there's a Master Emerald up in the sky, like 1 billion years away, and then you have to find a way to get to it. I thought that was a really great way of showing how the movement worked.
Generate stage 2.
Come on.
Or is he going to reboot the Evil thing? You can generate?
Father?
Yes!
That's my
Hooray!
Hooray! And now, there is the success of the game you see right there. Cyberspace Challenge and Battle Rush have been added.
Are you saying you think that was added later on to sort of be like, actually, wait a minute, people like the game, they like Sage, quickly. Patch the cutscene which showed that she survives, that she can come back.
No, I think that is emblematic of the success they had with the characters, right? Where we are happy Sage is alive at the end, right? And we were like very enthusiastic.
I take it all back. All my criticisms are null and void. I like Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
Purely because Sage survived. No, but Battle Rush is a time battle mode in which enemies, guardians, and titans can be fought. No thanks.
Cyberspace Challenge is a time attack mode in which a succession of cyberspace stages are played in a row. Something I might be interested in doing, but not for the moment. Now, this brings us to the end of Sonic Frontiers.
Oh.
Which I'm actually quite sad about. This has been a fun playthrough at least, and I've had a good time. But the next game that we've got on our list is going to be a Yorkshire Tea game, Yorkshire Tea playing game.
Oh boy.
Yorkshire Tea is going to be playing through Dishonored.
Okay.
As voted on by the public.
Right. I have to say I know absolutely nothing about it. I mean, I've heard comparisons with Thief. It's a, I don't know, stabby up.
It is an assassination up. Let's put it that way, right?
Is it? I've never played a Hitman game or anything like that. Metal Gear, I always go the non-violent route, so this is going to be interesting.
It's going to be a very interesting game to see how you interact with it, see all the systems.
Dishonored. Is it that sort of like that Victorian one where you go around killing a whole bunch of Victorian people in Victorian England?
It's set up in kind of a Victorian kind of era. It's not really the same.
So it'll be like Yarn and Bloodborne.
No, not at all.
Yay!
No. The Dishonored world is much less brown.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair.
So
fewer spiders.
With that in mind, so by the way, for that vote, I asked people on YouTube. I also asked our patrons. Our patrons get double votes because they're cool. And to that extent, if you did like the LP, please do subscribe to the channel, like the videos, all that kind of stuff. If you really like us, check out the Patreon that's in the description. But beyond that, we are done with this for now. This will go up on the archive.
It feels so final when you say that. It feels like, it's done, it'll go in the archive. It's like putting the Ark of the Covenant in the box at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it gets put into the warehouse and dun.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I think we should have little things like, maybe like a year on from the end of an LP, we go back to a game and sort of maybe check out, maybe things have been patched in, or maybe we see what's been added in, and we'll just sort of revisit and let's have a bit of a fun, just turn it into an episode or two, sort of revisited.
We can definitely look into doing it.
Because with some of these games, I don't want to say goodbye to it.
I understand.
It's like the end of a show. You finish the final performance, you dismantle the set immediately afterwards, and then then that's it. All those characters, all the world, the stage, the set, everything. It just sort of goes.
And if you, to be fair,
get the post-show blues. I don't know. Do you get the post-LP blues now?
No, because I have all the games. I can just play them.
I know, but I can tell you, I got post-LP blues after we finished XCOM.
Oh, really?
I didn't want to say goodbye to our cast of Misfits.
Man. What a great game.
I was also disappointed that, paradoxically, that none of them died in the final battle, which was so sad and frustrating. No final doomed last stand.
So with that then...
Idea, let's play through XCOM again!
Hooray! Thank you all very, very much for watching. And we will catch you on our next LP.
It's been a pleasure.